once again. Here we are on another edition of Inside the Headset. Game 2 is quickly on the horizon. I'm on the campus of Rockvale. I got with me the tight end coach for the Rockvale Rockets, Caleb Ingram. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well, doing well.
Well, welcome to the show. I understand Coach Counts is working on the game plan to take on the Station Camp Bison, and they were big winners against Allen County Scottsville, got on a roll, so I guess you all went over that video. Before we start talking about it, let's go ahead and talk about your opponents since you're preparing for them.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
We're playing Station Camp last year, second round of playoffs, the team, and then last, Friday, I guess they played Friday,
Yeah.
48-6 winners over Allen County out of Kentucky, and dominated in all three phases of the game. Their special teams, I think they blocked a punt, recovered an onside kick. They look pretty tough. They run a scheme that we hadn't seen yet, run 3 stack on defense. So they're a pretty tough team, and they're used to having success. They've got guys like Josh Malone that's come out of there, who's played in the NFL, played for Tennessee Volunteers. So it's a team with some tradition. And I think it's our first. I don't think I know it's our first ever matchup. First ever matchup going out there to Gallatin or Hendersonville.
Oh, it's the first time you going up there, or
Us, Rockvale High School.
Rockvale going to Sumner County.
Yes,
going to Sumner County. Well, that used to
for
be
a regular season game.
Yeah, and as far as Rutherford County, my days at Smyrna in the early days, we used to go up there all the time. I mean, Hendersonville and Gallatin was always on the Smyrna schedule as an out-of-conference game. They were usually a team. Usually you kicked off with Hendersonville. Phillip would play them in the early days, and always a good team, run the ball. The first game I ever filmed for Phillip, in fact, James Wilhoit was the Mr. Football that year. He was a senior getting ready to go to Kentucky, and he tried a 63-yard field goal that didn't make it. It had the distance. It was a little bit to the left, but that was one of the first games I ever filmed. I remember going up to the Hendersonville Commandos and filming.
They're usually a pretty good team. I think this is the first few years they've strayed away from that wing T offense.
Well, that's unusual.
Very unique offense, and they've always been a pretty solid team. On that west, I guess that's the west region and we're on the east region.
Let's talk about Friday night. You guys got into a battle against Independence and got behind, and then came back. Where do you think? As the game was going on and the 48 minutes was happening, you got behind and then you got back in it. What do you feel like the turning point was that got you back into the ball game? Basically, what was the turning point?
Well, we started off slow. We didn't get things moving on offense, and then we had a.
Was it penalties or missed assignments or?
It was really just a slow start.
Okay. Was you 4 down and out, or?
It was three and out, and then we snapped the ball over the punter's head.
Oh, that wasn't good.
No, yeah.
Bad.
So it started off with the safety.
So did they capitalize on that?
And then they scored on that drive. So they start out 9, a slow start.
So the first score you gave them,
right,
because of a mistake you made, you gave them 6.
Yeah, we had an error start on our slow start, and then they scored. We had 2 penalties on 3rd long that really hurt us. So that you
stop the drive, the consistency, the momentum.
And then after that series, we realized, we can do it. We can overcome these mistakes, and we fought back, battled back, tied it up right at the start of the second quarter. Defense forced a turnover. Offense capitalized off of it.
And the crowd is erupting.
Oh, yeah.
It is crazy.
Even after the rain, the crowd stuck around. The
they're Rockets fans.
Yeah, the student section was
crazy.
Elite. Yes, and I'm in the box, so I got to see all I could feel the energy even in the box. So I imagine on the field it was crazy, even better. And so we come back and we tied it up, and then we just weren't able to pull it out at the end.
But the halftime adjustments, your first time with James Counts, head coach Counts, what was that like? Him coming in, because you hadn't experienced his halftime adjustment.
Right.
Like really in the game time. You did it during scrimmage, but it was all right. We need to do this. Let's get.
Yeah, so he just came in and let us know, like, we got to do what we do. We can play with these guys, and we have the capability to win this game, and just made everybody believe in it. And that's what happened. We came out with some belief.
Of course, they made adjustments too.
Of course, and we executed what we need to do, and we did what we did. You know, I mean, we didn't stray from anything. We didn't put anything in special. We just believed in what we did, and that's how the kids started that.
What was the penalty situation, the correction like from the first half to the second half? Did you calm it down a little bit, or was there still?
In the second half, I think you get those first game jitters out, and everybody's just believing, oh yeah, this is what we do. We practice it every day, and our execution was really, really great in the second half.
So
a lot of belief. We're running the ball like we do, and we're getting 7, 8, 9 yards a carry.
So we go back. If you had the fourth quarter, if we had a fourth quarter performance like we did in the first two, we're right in this ball game to win it, no question.
No, I don't think there's a doubt. But if we got to eliminate our issues to start.
Well, and two, it was the first game, and you've got a young sophomore crew that's never been not only in a Friday night game, but with that amount of crowd and electric, you can play freshman ball, and there's some crowd there. There's moms and dads and friends and family and whatnot. But when you get into a Friday night, when you got the band and everybody else going, man, the kids are great, but they make some bonehead mistakes, don't they?
It's hard to simulate that environment, for sure. Yeah, the Friday night environment is unmatched. I think that's why there's songs about it. That's why there's movies about it. So it's really hard to simulate the Friday night environment, but I think our kids did. I think they did great, especially our younger kids who hadn't played on Friday night before. I think they adjusted well, especially after we got past that initial, shooting ourselves in the foot, as they'd say.
After the game, you had that team meeting and everything. What was the feeling as you all? Was it, all right, we know what we got to do. Let's get to work. Let's get some video. Let's find out. Let's look at all.
Let's fix us.
Yeah.
And then if we fix us, we've got a chance to be better and continue to improve. We've improved so much since our first scrimmage in the spring. We've I'd say almost tenfold improved in every position on the field. And some of those guys who are sophomores who've been playing since the spring, or were freshmen in the spring, a lot of them are playing like they're juniors and seniors now. They're doing a lot better, with a lot more experience than you'd anticipate a 10th grader who's played their first game to have.
The first time I ever went to station camp, it was a misty rain. I was filming for Blackman. They had just opened, and we brought a weapon by the name of Vitavis Mathers. All I kept saying was, I was up in the stands filming, and I just said, please kick it to him. Just kick it to him. Kick it to him. And they Pooch kicked it to him. He grabbed it, went right in the end zone. I said, what a great opening.
He's a great. Tavis Mathers is a great player. He was with us for a little bit here in one of the springs, and then I think that's when he got hired at MTSU. But he was a great guy to meet and work with, and he was fun to watch in high school for sure. I was in college at that time, and I'd check on the scores and see his highlights. He was very fun to watch.
Well, and the thing about him was, there's a lot of things a lot of people don't know about. He never jawed. He never talked back. His dad, Ira, would not allow that. That was one of the golden rules. Lay the football down. It doesn't matter. They twisted his ankles. They tried to poke his eyes out. They tried everything in the world to stop him.
This is at station camp?
Well, no, at most games,
okay.
anytime, and some of the brutal games he had against Riverdale as well as Oakland, he'd lay his body on the line. I'll never forget when we went down to Tullahoma in an opening game. He busted 4 touchdowns in the first half. I'm on the phone with Kentucky. I'm on the phone with Joker Phillips. I'm like saying, you got to get this guy. He is unbelievable.
Yep.
And his upper body strength, I have yet to see anybody come along that had his upper body strength that could shed guys and keep moving forward. He always fell forward. He didn't fall backwards. He fell forward. It's hard to teach those things. And
he's built. He's a big dude. He's strong. If he don't work out now, he still looks like he does.
Well, I saw him Friday night. He looked pretty good. It looks like we could suit him up, and he'd be just fine back there. So you go on the road to station camp. What bothers you? What keeps you up as a tight end coach going up to station camp? What do you got to do? What do you got to make sure about your guys?
I just want us to play our best football and us to execute and do what we can do. No mental. I don't want anybody to have mental mistakes. That's what I want to eliminate, because my guys for sure The tight ends play really, really hard. Everybody plays hard, but the tight ends, they play hard. You just don't want them to have any mental mistakes because I got a 10th, 11th, and a 12th grader. I got one in every grade that play, and so that's what I think about is no mental mistakes. They know what they're doing, and they execute at a high level.
How much do you think Rockvale grew up Friday night? I mean, just from start to finish, when they took their helmets off, what was the reaction as you all, just mental reaction?
I think we were disappointed because we expected to have a win in our.
You wanted to finish.
We wanted to finish. We wanted to win, and after we tied it back up, the energy felt like, oh, we're going to pull this one out. So it was kind of disappointing, deflating.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, you're gonna have. I mean, one thing about it is
the expectations are high, and Coach Counts is ensuring that we continue to have those high expectations. He's done a great job of setting the bar very, very high.
Well, I saw a plethora of penalties Friday night, and and a lot of things, like you said, are correctable. Saw a lot of receivers, the ball's coming, they want to turn and run before they catch the ball, things like that. But everything, it seems like. I've listened to a lot of different follow-ups and talked to a lot of different people from Friday night. Everybody doesn't seem like there was any big injuries or somebody lost somebody in Rutherford County Friday night, which is good. Don't want anybody hurt. And it just sounds like most of all, which will be a big cleanup, which we already knew, the first 2 quarters you kind of say, whoa, we don't want to do that again. And then you kind of come back the next 2 quarters. And
really after that first drive, we got the ball rolling. We were just behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
We essentially gave 9 points on our mistakes.
Yeah, and then you're running uphill against the clock and against the scoreboard. So
against a good Independence team, coached by Coach Blade, very good coach. Had a lot of success there, even though it's his first year.
Did you see a lot of passing?
Yeah, they did pass the ball.
Yeah, they passed it, don't they? Yeah, that's one of their features. But one of the greatest players I ever saw play for them was Rashawn Galden. He played for them. They played for Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
G-Money,
yeah.
He was something special. I think he had like 35 tackles when we played him at Blackman. He was just all over the field. He was a machine. Well, talk a little bit about the faculty and staff and just working here at Rockvale High School. Steve Luker, amazing principal, amazing boss and everything, but it's a great place to work.
Yeah, great place to work. Mr. Luker was principal of the year last year. He's an incredible guy, and he just builds a staff that supports him, or he has a staff and we all support him, and he does a good job allowing you to do your job and be the best you can be, and he expects that from us, and I think most people carry that out. So
well, and he's raised kids. Yeah, he's raised kids at all, and he's managed at all different levels in the school systems and everything. But he's a player's coach. He gets it. I mean, he'll get right up in a kid's backyard and say, you can be better than that. He gets the best out of kids, I think, in general, as far as he's just going to go down as a legend.
And he'll do anything for anybody. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He cares so much more than anybody would expect. Somebody who's principal, he'll give anybody the shirt off his back. He's a great guy and literally cares so much about the kids. And that's his passion. That's how he's been doing it for, I guess, almost 40 years now. He's been doing it because his passion for the kids drives him.
Well, opening this school was definitely a task, and then to look at how quickly Rockvale has gotten up to speed. You're still not there. You're not where you want to be. You need a field house. I mean, you know that. I know that. That's one of the worst things. Everybody wants a jumbotron, or a plasma screen. So some of those things, but it'll come. And just think of this: when they open the new school, you can say the next one. You can say, "Well, I can remember when Rockvale was going through them pains."
Yes,
and
sir.
Good luck with that.
I've been here since we opened under Rick Rice, and it's been a journey, and it's been a fun journey, and it's been a big learning experience for sure.
Well, Coach Caleb Ingram, we appreciate you being on Inside the Headset. Rocket fans, you're going to have to head out early. Probably the best way to go is go up through 109, go over to Wilson Central and cut up that way and get up to Gallatin, go over to Station Camp High School. That kickoff's at 7 o'clock, and y'all be there early.